this done. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I am Karen Thomas, and we are at our virtual Thursday morning chat. And we have people popping in this morning. We have Vanessa here, and Miss Veronica has just popped in. So welcome to our virtual morning chat. And what I'd like to do is each of you introduce yourself and where you're from, and just maybe briefly the company you're with. You want to go, Vanessa?
Sure. So Vanessa Katasi, Maine, USA, and I'm with Unique, which is skincare and makeup.
Okay, awesome. All right, how about you, Miss Veronica?
Veronica Hydori, and I live in Fairlawn, Ohio, and I sell Avon and Tupperware.
Wonderful. Awesome. Great companies, great policies. They're just great. They've been there around for a while, and you all are doing wonderful. So any questions? I was just talking Veronica to Vanessa, and she didn't have anything specific she wanted to talk about. Do you have any questions or anything that you have on your mind?
Trying to think. Well, I had a girl that wanted to recruit for Tupperware, but it seems like a no-go. Like, just trying to prospect and find more recruits, but it seems to be hard.
Okay. I totally get that. Are you finding that, Vanessa, too? Are you trying to recruit and finding that a challenge?
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, I used to have the same mindset where, oh, MLMs, they're just pyramid schemes, they're just trying to get your money, blah, blah, blah. And then, I tried a product and, well, here I am because I loved it so much. So it's hard to get people to change that mindset.
That can be true. With recruiting, I'm finding now, and it's a process because I've been with several companies. I was with Avon for a long time, and when I was first with Avon, we didn't do any of the training. I don't know how long you've been with Avon, Veronica, but back in the day when I came into Avon, you got people's name, you asked people, and then you gave it to the manager, and it was the manager's job. She had all the training skills and techniques and stuff to talk that person into becoming part of the company. All I had to do was the referral. So that's kind of how I started doing business. And so when I had to leave Avon, I was really at a loss at how to actually do the recruiting and training. Because once you do the recruiting, you're also responsible for training that teammate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it the question can be, are you comfortable with the training? A lot of what I do now is back in referral business. But when I was with Avon and I found people want a job, I started running ads when people still read the newspaper. Anybody remember the help wanted ads?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I used to run ads for Avon for help wanted. And I had almost, I can't even tell you how many hundreds. I won top recruiting awards for years and years and years. And I think I was up to almost $900 a month in residual from bringing people into the company. The thing is when I had to close that business down, when my daughter got really sick, she had back surgery that went really, really wrong. And I had to shut down my $150,000 business. I had to shut down my recruit. I lost everything because I decided that taking care of my daughter and getting her healthy was what God gave me my children. She was my first priority. So coming back into Avon 4 or 5 years later, it was a whole different ball game with the way they do their recruiting. And every company now, from what I have heard, and I get pitched a lot, everybody's pitching me on joining their company. And to me, that might even be the curse with MLM, is because that's all we're doing is we're talking about, can you come join my company? Wouldn't you like to make some extra money? We're bombarding people all day long about wanting to make money. The company I'm in now does not allow us to do that. The company I'm in now requires us to actually talk to people and find out if they have a need for what, or an idea that they would even like to be a part of what we offer. So changing the mindset from come join my team, come join me, has been a process because I don't direct sale anymore. And it's taken me a couple of years to even change the whole, don't you want to buy a tube of lipstick? Don't you want, buy me, buy me, buy me. You're always pitching to get somebody to try your product, right? So I think people are tired of it. I might be off base. This is an open discussion. What I'm finding now is I'm now talking about how happy I am, or I'm talking about, hey, have you heard? And I'm talking to people or asking them after I've had 3 or 4 conversations with them in Messenger. But I'm going through my friends list. Has anybody been through their whole friends list?
Not yet, but it's the goal. We've got like 1,500 people.
Sweetie, I have
Just to say
close
hi.
to 5. I have close to 5,000. So
Yeah.
okay. So what's your methodology in trying to go through your friends?
Just, a handful a day. Just, hey, popping in. I haven't chatted with you before. You kind of look at their feed first and see if there's anything that like specific that I could comment on or congratulate them on, or start a conversation about. It's nothing about sales. It's nothing about products. Just, hey, hi, thanks for being here.
Right.
Let's stay connected kind of thing.
Okay, cool. Now, how do you pick who you're going to pop into on your friends list? Do you go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or do you just go through the friends list and click on one?
I'm just going down the list, and unless I know that they're in the same business that I am, like they actually run Unique too, then I'll skip over them. But whatever else, or if it's like, some profiles are just there following you, trying to get you to Cash App or something, I'm like, nope,
Right.
bye.
Now, let me ask you this. Is your friends list mostly people in your business? How do you add people to your friends list?
So I would say of the 1,500, maybe 30 max are in the same company. They're
Okay.
all like within my actual team.
Okay.
So we stay connected so we can support each other's, posts and stuff.
Absolutely.
And then when I do get requests, I peruse their profile and decide if there's somebody that I want in my feed. Some things are very clear. Nope, you're not coming in. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure. I'll give them a chance and kind of see where it goes.
Right. So are these people who are asking to be your friend, or where do you
Yeah.
go to find your friends?
Yeah. So it's a kind of a combination. Sometimes I go through like the suggestions that come up and I'll like look at their feed and be like, oh, okay, they could be a good connection. And then I'll send the request.
Right.
Most of the time it's coming towards me.
Right.
And then, online parties will make connections through there.
Okay. Do you go in any kind of groups or anything to try to talk to people or whatever?
Yep. I've got like, different groups based on things that I'm interested in. And I chat in there. I haven't really done any friend requests through those yet. But yeah.
Well, I just pulled up your Facebook. The thing about your Facebook is that when you have your business put on your cover and in your intro, then when people come to look at you, the first thing they're going to say is, oh, she just wants to sell me something. So the thing is if they like Unique, then they might stay. But if they already know Unique, they probably already have a representative.
Right. Yeah. I do tend to check mutual friends too. And if I see somebody that I know is unique, I'm like, okay, well, either they're selling something themselves and that's cool,
Mhm,
or they already have a connection. So,
mhm.
but yeah.
So what if you changed the focus of your profile to not be salesy? Because
Mhm.
salesy is, you can talk to people in Messenger and ask more specific questions. But what if you worked on your profile to show that you like helping women enhance their inner beauty? What if you talked about the different ways colors in our makeup affect our mood or affect how we coordinate?
Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's about giving value first, because
Mhm.
if people just look at what you have and they're thinking, oh, she just wants to sell me something, they don't get to know you. They don't get to know the wonderful Vanessa and the heart and the blessing that you are in the other ways. You are not your company. Do you make the decisions for Unique? Do you pick the
No.
colors? Okay, so if you are not the company, then you yourself are the person. People are going to buy from you because they know, like, and trust you.
Right.
So using your profile and inviting people to get to know who you, because you're a mother, you're a wife, you're a sister, I'm saying you are an aunt, you are so much more of a person than just being a
Right.
unique representative, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. So recruiting is all about our posture, how much we love the company, how knowledgeable we are with the company. But most of all, it's about how much we make those people feel that they should be a part of whatever we're doing.
Right.
People join people, not companies.
Mhm.
Right.
How many makeup companies are there out there?
Tons.
Too many.
Too many, absolutely. And there's new ones popping up every day. Oh, join my new. I'm on. Our company is launching, and our cosmetics are fabulous. How many
Right.
times have you read that?
Too many.
Right.
What makes you
Yeah.
even want to click and do it? What entices people to be a part? And I had a top seller. I was in a 2 or 3 years ago. And she said, and she's a 7-figure earner when I joined her program. She said that she got pitched a lot, just like me. Everybody's wanting to friend request me, and I want to check it out. I have an opportunity for you.
Mhm.
She said she got pitched a lot, and one day she got pitched so different. The conversation was so different, and through the conversation that she had with this person in Messenger, she knew the company they were with, but she got so intrigued because they talked to her different than all the other people in the same company that wanted her to
Mhm.
check it out. The process is to be unique yourself, because you are unique. You are
Mhm.
unique in who you are and how you process things, how you share things. And the people who are part of your team now, you could go, how many people you got on your team, Vanessa?
Under me, nobody. I'm alone. But above me, I don't know, over
Oh, okay, so
2,000.
I thought you said on your team they were part of your team, so I misinterpreted that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that I wasn't clear. Yeah, in my overall
Okay,
big team.
so
Me
in the
personally, I
team
don't
that's
have
above
anybody.
you, not below you.
Correct.
Okay, so if you were to go and ask your teammate, that maybe you're the one who enrolled you, what did you see in me? Or think about her. What drew you to her? When you think about the people you joined, what about her made you say yes?
Right. Yeah. I mean, she definitely wasn't salesy. She asked me and I said no. And then I bought the kit because it was a great deal. And then we did a party. I was like, oh, this is what this can do. But I really enjoy the product. Like I literally switched my whole skincare line over, not because I joined, but because I really like the products.
And that's what is important. But the thing about it is I love my skincare from my company,
Mhm.
and I think it's fabulous. They're all great companies. Avon has great skincare. Unique has great skincare. My company has great skincare. What's going to make people stand up or pay attention is when you give them value about what is important about skincare. I read, where did I learn it? I was reading somebody's thing about skincare, and they were talking about how important it is to wash your face twice. First to get the topical dirt off, and then the second one to really wash it.
Right.
So my company has, like any company, it has, depending on your age group or whatever, they have different kinds of cleansers and different kinds of things. So I decided, if I have to wash it twice, why should I use my expensive cleanser to wash it twice?
Right.
So I use one of the general face cleansers to wash it the first time. And then I use my really nice one that I love to wash it the second time.
Right.
Give people ideas. It's the biggest thing with social media that I've had to overcome is talking about the same thing over and over and over again, just talking about it from a different angle.
Right.
Because I've already said, when I talk about Facebook or I talk about this, I've already talked about that. What else can I talk new? Well, different people are always seeing your stuff. Not the same person is ever going to see the same TikTok or the same Instagram. It's always going to different ones. I might catch this TikTok, but I didn't catch all the other ones you had. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's writing about, it's like today. Did anybody see my post today?
I did.
You did. I know. We talked. Okay, you're the only one who read all the way through it and understood. I made it. That was a general post. I mean, that was. I have I want to say what, like a swipe file. I have a whole group of motivational and business and all kinds of sayings, and that was one of the business ones. And at the end, I did a call to action. You can do a value post and then do, would you like to hear my favorite cleanser? Would you like to know my favorite eyeshadow colors? Would you like to know, we just announced the fall colors. Would you like to know what the new fall colors are going to be this coming year? It's not about the product. It's about you building curiosity. Your posts should be 80-20. Your profile should be about you. You or your business. If people only know you, and when I'll tell you this, for Veronica, because I was the Avon lady. I've since come back to Avon. I have a few customers, but it's not my main business anymore. When I left Avon and I started doing my new opportunity, people didn't care. Only my closest customers that I'd had for years and years and years that knew me as a person looked at my new company, because I was only the Avon lady. That's all I ever was to them, was the Avon lady. And this is why teaching Facebook organic marketing is so important to me. For you to, for girls in Scentsy, Tupperware, Avon, Pharmacy, Unique, the companies pitch you to pitch the company.
Right.
But you have no say in that company. If they disappear tomorrow, you have no business.
Right.
So the whole key to this is pitch you.
Right. Well, I tried to do, I did a video, on my Tupperware products But the thing is with Avon and Tupperware, you have to keep them separate, right? So I only have my Avon on my Facebook profile, but I have like a group for my Tupperware, and I have TikTok. And so I did post my video to TikTok. Um, and I did a few, showed some of the products that we carry and stuff. And it really, well, it's just, I'm still nervous,
Mhm.
doing lives and videos and stuff like
Well,
that.
good
So I'm
for
like,
getting out
"Ugh."
there. Good job.
Yeah,
Practice,
I stepped
practice,
out of my
practice.
comfort zone. So I was like,
Absolutely. Good job.
so I'm about to do it again. As I keep doing it and doing it, I'm getting more comfortable. So that's good. I was trying to do one the other day and my son popped in my office. So I'm like, oh, wait. So I had to redo it. Um, but other than that, that's what I'm doing. So, but just um now that the weather's breaking, it seems to be easier to get out more and stuff now
Mhm.
that the weather's getting nicer. So I'm gonna give out more books and try to get out there. Just the rejection, like I'm still kind of nervous, or like when they say no, or then I freeze up and don't know what to say, like comes
Thank
back.
you. Thank you for letting me ask. The thing is every salesman, you know the difference between me and the top seller in my company or the top person in my company that's making millions? You know what the only difference between us is?
Hmm.
How many no's?
Yeah.
Right.
It's because not everybody wants what we have. And people have their favorite products. I just say thank you or I appreciate you. You ask, but you don't have an emotion either way. When you learn to detach from it and say, wonderful, it's about asking, do you have a good skincare regimen? Do you have a good skincare company? If you do, people message me all the time. Oh, I'm good on my health and wellness. Wonderful. As long as you're taking care of your health, that's all that's important.
Yep.
I'm trying to find the ones who don't have a clue about their health, or maybe they haven't been doing the right things, but you don't be attached.
Right. Yeah.
One,
Don't ever
one
take it to heart.
because it's about next. It's about going through all the no's. There's always going to be no's. Do you know? Okay. I hated no's so bad. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
tell
do
you, I,
too.
I hated no so bad that I would get up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I would buy 100 Avon books. And because I needed to walk for my exercise, I would go put books on doors in neighborhoods, different neighborhoods. Every Saturday, I would go do that because I knew out of 100 books, if I invested the $20, back then it was not expensive to do 100 books. If I did 100 books, I would get 3 or 4 customers out of that. So I worked my neighborhoods all out from my house. I worked all of the neighborhoods expanding from my house. And that's how I built my $150,000 business. That in businesses. But today's a different world. You have to find modalities. You have to try different things, but it's in Facebook and on social media. You want to build curiosity. Because if
Okay.
you put it out there like everybody else does, you're
Right.
just another face saying, join me. And everybody wants you to join. I go into groups. I do a lot of direct sellers because those are the people I want to help them learn how to grow. If you're going to be in your business only for a couple months and you want to get the money and run, then you can do that. If you're in this business of helping people for a long time, I'm in this till the day I die, till God takes me out of here. I'm going to be teaching health and wellness and teaching people how to expand their business, how to level up. I'm about leveling up, becoming a better version of myself tomorrow than I am today. So I want to help other people do that. And if they're willing and wanting to grow, then let's join hands and let's grow. Whether it's in my company or not in my company,
Right.
I am here to help you grow your business because I didn't get to choose to stay home. and not work. I didn't. If anybody knows my story, you know I didn't. You know that my daughter was born with spina bifida, and I was thrown into being a stay-at-home mom when I had no want to do that. I had no desire to do that. I wanted to be in the workplace. I loved people. Staying home was not part of my plan at all, period. So what do? My insurance for my daughter when she was born was through my work. And they decided they didn't need me 90 days after my baby was born, or after I came back from maternity leave. 90 days, day to the law, that they could let me go. They did.
Oh,
24 years old, what do?
right.
I started trying to, well, once I got past, it's hard to go get a job when you have clinics and doctors and this and that. When you have a special needs child, there is no getting a job. People don't want to have an employee that may have to call out.
Right.
So I'm an out of a box person. I started thinking of, okay, I started daycare. I've got all the baby stuff. Let me do daycare. Let me do daycare. Okay, baby stuff. All right, that was the first choice. Until my daughter had an allergic reaction to penicillin, and I had to rush her to the emergency room, and I had to find somebody to come in. I had to find a way to take care, somebody to watch all these kids that I had in the daycare. I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't do daycare. What if this happens again? It was emotionally devastating to me to try to be calling and finding somebody to put my daughter's life on hold. Well, I found, because you can't just leave kids in a house.
Right.
Oh, I gotta go to the hospital. Kids, stay. Somebody
it's
will be
usually
back
frowned upon.
eventually. Okay, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I can't do daycare. So then I started cleaning houses. Then I started saying, okay, well, I can take the baby with me. I'll go clean houses. And I did that for a while until people would have vacations, or they'd forget to leave the key, or they'd do this and that, and they started messing with my money.
Mm.
Because people don't care. It's about their, oh, I don't need it this week. I'll get you next week. We'll catch up next week. And I'm looking at my budget saying, I have insurance to pay every month, because we couldn't let her insurance lapse. So not only did I not have a paycheck, we had to pay the insurance every month. Like, oh my God. So that's when I started Avon. And I want to tell you how bad this was. I didn't have a wardrobe. When the manager came to appoint me for Avon, I said, well, I don't have a lot of clothes. What do? She says, you're going to see different people every day. Wash it and wear it, the same dress every day. Just wash it every day. You're seeing different people every day. Okay. Because when you think of when you have to do stuff, there's a way.
Right.
Yep.
So when it comes to recruiting, it's about telling people what moves you, giving them value about the things that the solutions that your company gives a couple times a week. But in between that, you want them to know who you are. You want them to know about the ways you have fun, how, a few motivational things.
Right.
You need to vary your content. But it is about building and letting people know who you are, because if you're going to have a team, who are they going to be working with?
Right. So I do that on my Facebook page. Like, I got to incorporate more Avon to my Facebook page, because I put a lot of, I love Hindi movies. I don't know if you've looked at mine or want to, I do a lot of Hindi movies.
Let me see. Let me look up it here. I pulled Vanessa's up because that was the easiest thing to do. Okay. Let me see here. Yours is, I drink coffee stronger than your feelings. Okay.
I love that.
Okay. Psycho. It looks like Psycho Bitch. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a meme I found, but I liked it. But sometimes I put Avon stuff on it, but I do a lot of like Hindi movies. I love this one Hindi actor, so I got a lot of his stuff on there, and then stuff pertaining
Right.
to me.
But the thing is the whole way the organic works is by inviting people to get to know you. It's all
Right.
about inviting every day, day in, day out, week in, week out. Because unless you're inviting people or you're introducing yourself to people, Facebook is never going to show your post to all of your friends.
Right.
So your cover photo needs to be something that draws people in.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know that Psycho Bitch would be the right thing. It might have been cute. But if you're selling something, they're going to, the thing is, was when you look at it, now you can leave it there because the right person who connects to that is going to connect to you. But you want to give people more reason to get to know you.
Right.
Okay. So, the thing is when you're in a company that deals with beauty, then it's more about beautiful things, finding the beauty in myself, connecting to the image,
Right.
it's trying to give people a reason you should be in your cover photo. You are your business. You are your cover photo.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe a beautiful saying about beauty. Beauty's only skin deep. It's who I am on the inside. That helps me bring out the beauty in other people.
Okay.
It's finding, and I've changed mine a million times. I tell people your cover photo is not in concrete. As you grow your business and you grow in understanding that you're expanding who you are.
Okay.
Your business is an extension of who you are. Then the people are going to gravitate, but you have to keep inviting people to check you out.
Okay.
Okay. You can either invite people on Facebook, find people, there's so many groups out there. Do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Do you like indie movies? Invite people who like indie movies, women that are, because go to an indie movie group. Those will be, people that are going to gravitate to the same thing you do. And you have something to talk to them about besides Avon.
Okay.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
The thing is you want to get people to get to know you. And on social media, it's so easy, but you have to be proactive. That's what's beautiful about Facebook, is because you can go out and ask and give friend requests. You're in control. When you're with TikTok, Instagram, you can go out and invite people. You can go follow people and ask people to follow you. You know what I'm saying? You can go out, but you have to have a Facebook account to have an Instagram account, right?
Right.
So the thing is you have to be in control of getting people to know you. When they get to know you, then as you sprinkle in a few things about in organic, it's not about people knowing you do Avon or do Tupperware or do Unique. It's about people getting to know you. You ask them about those things in Messenger. You can talk to them in Messenger about, hey, have you ever heard of the company called Avon? They are the leader in skincare. You can ask the question, do they know? Not, hey, do you need an Avon lady?
Right.
I'm so proud of a company that has been around for 150 years, but is more relevant today because they keep themselves current with trends. You give value in your profile. If the post is not the seller, you are in Messenger.
Okay.
Now, Has anybody done the magnetic marketing in the group?
I don't think so.
No.
I go, no.
I left them in there.
I
Selling
also-
you, magnetic marketing, and Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. 3 great books on improving who you are. Magnetic marketing is all about marketing. All I can do is suggest it. I left it there to help the people that come into the group. If you haven't listened to it, I would recommend you going to listen to it. It will give you
Is
a
it-
lot of ideas.
Is
It
it
was
in like the
magnetic-
guide?
It's in the guide.
But
Yeah.
okay.
The books are in the guides. Go see some of these millionaire. I got the millionaire. I'm going to start posting them again. The Millionaire Within Her. These are women entrepreneurs in all different kinds of businesses that are telling you their story and giving you suggestions on how to overcome your challenges, what they did to overcome their challenges. Listen, you are not alone. What I loved about the Millionaire Within Her series, and I bought the series so I could share it with other women, because women need to know there's women out there succeeding, because we don't have examples. We don't have women out there that we can connect with. So I'm putting these stories out there because there's women that are out there killing it. And you have access to hearing their story. So if you haven't seen any of them, they're in the guides. I dropped one in the other day. I'm going to start recording them. Trying to plan an event and doing it. I tried. It worked a little, but I just, with doing this, I'd rather have chats about things that you want to know about, and I'll drop the interviews in there as I get them recorded.
Okay.
Because I've got almost, I want to say 28 more women. And one of them's the CEO of Mary Kay. Her interview was phenomenal. I've heard most all of them. There's a couple I've missed when I was
What's
watching.
her name?
I don't remember her name. It's been a while since I saw it. But she's not in the group yet. She's not in the guides.
Okay.
I've been working
Because
through all
I know one that I follow. She's a retired millionaire from Mary Kay. Her name is Gloria Mayfield Banks. So I follow her page and follow her teachings. She's a motivational speaker now too, and writes books and stuff.
I'd have to go back and look at it.
I used to sell Mary Kay years ago.
Right. But see, it doesn't matter who and what you sell. It's all about
Right.
people liking and connecting to you. But you
Right.
have to keep finding new people. You cannot keep trying to sell or touch all your current friends. You have to keep inviting people to get to know you.
Right.
You have to go through your friends list. The best way I'm finding to connect to all of mine, rather than picking or choosing, because I don't know how the list works. It's just a little trying to find where I left off in the list is a little challenging. So I do birthdays.
I do those every day.
I do birthdays, but I do them ahead of time.
Okay.
Y'all, when it comes to April 12th is my birthday, I will probably have to turn off my freaking phone. Last year, it got so bad, the pings, so much. I had to turn the phone off. So do the birthdays ahead of time. I do the birthdays ahead of time. I now start them the week before and say, hey, next week's your birthday. Want you to remember to celebrate you. I do a whole birthday wish. Anybody gotten a birthday wish from me?
Maybe. Mine was in December. I don't remember how long ago we connected.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at Veronica's, if I've done one in Veronica's. But I learned that one of the top sellers suggested doing it the day before. And I did that, and that works really good the day before. But I'm in a schedule now with what I'm doing that trying to do something every day is now a little hard with the coaching clients, the coaching people I'm doing. It's hard for me to get time regularly. And my mom, I'm taking care of my mom who's 90.
Right.
Out of the blue, things happen. And so sometimes I would
Right.
miss a day, or my daughter's van broke down, the one who's in a wheelchair. My daughter with spina bifida, she's 40 now, but her van broke down a couple
Aw.
months ago. So now when she needs to go somewhere or do something, I'm now part of the transportation call. So I now do them. I sit down Sundays, either in the morning or in the afternoon, or I break it up depending on what my schedule is on Sundays. And I get them all done for the next week. On Facebook, you can go to upcoming birthdays. It has the people there for the whole freaking year.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you don't you can do as far ahead as you want. Hey, I could get a VA, and I might do that. The before the month. Hey, your birthday's next month. Make sure you enjoy celebrating the whole month.
Right.
The only problem I have found, and if there's a mistake to be made, I will make it. Guys, I've made them all. I've made so many.
Right.
Facebook Messenger only allows you to do so many new conversations with people if they're not responding. So
Mhm.
sometimes now with my week, I have 50, 60, 70 people that I'm messaging. And I get down to the last day, that seventh day. And occasionally Messenger has cut me off where I can't message anybody new because there were so many new conversations.
Right. They think you're a bot or something.
Yes. It's just okay, because then I have to make a note. Okay, one other day during the week, I got to go finish my birthdays. But it's okay.
Yeah.
For the most part, I get at least 80 to 85% of them done on Sunday.
Nice.
But that's the biggest thing I can tell you is that you find a system to work through it. But my birthdays is how I start my conversations with all of my friends. New ones, old ones. I'm working through those. That's 50 or 60 people now that I'm going to talk to over the next 2 weeks. Because then I'll wish them, I'm sure either one of you have gotten my message. Hey, just wanted to stop by and say you're amazing today.
Yep.
I will drip. I have a tool, and I categorize people depending on how many times I've talked to them. And I'm now working on ones that I have conversations with. I'm now making a whole nother group after I work through several questions of ones that talk back to me, because I can send out 200 messages in Messenger as long as they've been talking back to me.
Right.
You learn what works, what doesn't. How can you push the limits of anything? That's, I sit here and try different things all the time, and sometimes they work out great and sometimes they don't. But you are not unique. You are not Avon and Tupperware.
Right.
You are Vanessa. You are Veronica. We are amazing women. All right. If you can't think of things to post on, has anybody ever wondered in the group where I come up with some of my sayings? Ever wondered?
Yeah, I think you said last time.
I bought this little day by day thing. Now it's a year old, but every day I flip it and it has a saying. And sometimes this is the saying that I use in the group. I don't know if I did one today. Today's would be, if you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of, by Bruce Lee. As long as it's original content, Facebook's going to love you. Okay?
I started doing that. I don't know if it was the last one I attended or one that I watched on replay, that like you went through and you showed all your files. It's like, here's the picture, but I type it out and I make it my own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's made a world of difference. I've started doing that too. I'm like, so I screenshot it, put it over here, send it to myself in Messenger, and then I start typing
It's
it out.
amazing.
And I add a little bit of me to it too. And it gets a lot of responses.
The one today.
I have one
It's the
too.
same thing. That was one in front out of my business group. And because I'm all about helping people remember, you have to level up. You have to expand who you are. But anyway, I appreciate you all. And thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Thank you for the
Well,
info.
this is the highlight of my week, is to sit here and chat with you, because even though there's ones that can't come, time restraints that they actually can't get on the chat, you know, I do remind people, send me the question whether you can be on here or not. We'll cover
Right.
it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I've done a lot of the talking today, but you know, everybody has ideas, and I want to hear some of the other ideas. Since we were talking about recruiting, you know, in my company, I've had 4 enrollments this month.
That's good.
Okay. It's all from asking, hey, have you ever heard this? I've been working for months on building conversations. And with my tool, and if anybody wants to know or see my tool, I'd be glad to share it and show it to you. With my tool, I work through these conversations, but by about the 4th or 5th time that I talk to them, it's about, hey, have you ever heard of this? I've been using it. I've been shopping here. I've been doing this. They do this, this, and this. Would you like an invite? I offer them a tour of my company. Would you like an invite?
Okay.
I want to say my response rate is about 3 to 5%.
That's not bad.
But it's because I'm doing it on a regular basis.
See, and that's where I got to get consistent, because I'm not consistent. I forget, or well, I have 2 boys, so I'm like running them around, and then on weekends I take care of my dad an hour away. So
Right.
then I'm running back.
It happens. I won't, you know, I'm as consistent as I can be with everything that I too have going on. But when you set a time, there's a lot of things I do first thing in the morning, because once I get further in my day, things get a little weird.
Right.
There's things
That
I
I
do
got to do.
first thing in the morning. There's things I get up early for. Anybody that has talked to me, I'm in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock, because I'm up at 4:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to get stuff done before anybody else has a chance to bombard my day.
Yeah.
And
So
I
on
need
the
to
other
start
end,
doing that.
once the kids are, go ahead, Veronica.
I got to start doing that, because we get up at 6, but I should get up earlier. But they don't want to go to bed, and then I'm trying to get up early, so I stay up late and get up early, and I'm like, ugh, then by the middle of the day I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
Same on
shake.
the other end.
I have a shake for
school,
that.
or once the
A
kids go to
shake that'll
bed, then I'm
help
like,
you with that energy thing, you know? Hey, I'm glad y'all are here. Thank you. Thank you. And till next week. Of course, if you have any ideas of what we want to talk about next week, let me know. And I appreciate you all for being here. And of course, for anybody out there, if you see this on the replay, please push #replay. I should have asked that at the beginning. But anyway, if you have anything you want to discuss, let me know. And we will see you all next Thursday. Bye.
Bye, guys.
My